Hello, guys. I hope you're doing great. Now, Caliph is still complaining. Check this out.
Hey, I know you've seen this video.
So this was Mr. 001. I showed up before I was perfect. This is what happens when you show up before you're ready. I had no idea I had fans. My adrenaline was so high. I just had to show up. Not perfect, not peeled, but present. Mlinicheka, mkacriticize, hadi mkaniita special. But I still showed up on African Championship stage. This wasn't about me winning. It was about me feeling great.
I want you to know that I never laughed at you. I never mocked you. And I never, in fact, call you special. It is not right to call somebody special, you know. But I want to mock you now. I want to call you out now for the reason that you're actually complaining. Not for whatever you did on stage, but for the reason that you're actually complaining that people laughed at you, people mocked you. Why am I calling you out? Because I want to believe that based on the video that you have just made, you are a person who has knowledge on bodybuilding, and you know very well that when you are actually approaching a show, you're supposed to prep and you're supposed to diet down. Dieting is part of the prep. You're supposed to diet down and actually go on a cut so that you get lean, as you say, you get shredded, you get peeled, as you say, you know. I want to believe that you have that knowledge. That's why I'm mocking you now, you know. But I'm not. This is not. This is nothing to do with whatever you did on stage. This is just to criticize you for complaining because you're not supposed to complain. You know, it's not fair for you to complain. You know, there are people who actually paid for that show. They came to watch the best physiques being showcased. They came to actually enjoy themselves and be happy, as you say. You went there to compete so that you're happy. They came there to actually watch the athletes on stage, be able to see the best physiques and be happy. Do you think your physique made them happy? I don't think so. Now it's not actually uh, justifying for you to say that you just went for a show, for the show for your happiness. You know, I want to tell you that there are a lot of things that you can do to make you happy. It's not just bodybuilding alone. And must you step on stage if you are not ready? No. Bodybuilding itself, competitive bodybuilding itself, it is not even healthy, you know. Stepping on stage is not healthy. Prepping and stepping on stage is not healthy. Why is it not healthy? It is because at least have to diet down to get super lean, you know. And to do that, they eat very few calories. Actually, they starve themselves to even up to -5 body fat. You know what that means? -5 body fat. At that point, you are very, very, very low on energy. And another thing is they actually dehydrate themselves to actually look dry, you know, to look shredded, and actually to even showcase the striations of the muscles, you know. That is not healthy. That is not healthy. And it is not a must you step on stage. You may say that bodybuilding stage may not always be there. You don't know about tomorrow. I might say that I compete next year and I end up dying younger than last time. I die this year. I'll not be able to step on stage. But does it mean that you just step on stage? Yeah? I don't think it's the right thing to do. When you're not ready to step on stage, don't step on stage. Wait until you are ready. I want to believe that when you're doing something for your happiness, you want to do it at your level best. You want it to be at perfect, you know, because it is for your own happiness, you know, as you say. But do you think whatever you did is your level best? That's the all you can give for the show. That's all you can do to make sure that you actually bring out your best physique. And also, I want to ask you, don't you think that if you had dieted well, if you had actually prepped well, and you bring to the show a very lean physique, a very steady physique, a good looking physique, and you actually posed well, and you placed higher in the show, or even won the show, don't you think that that will make you even much more happier? Don't you think so? But just showing up, I don't think that makes you happy. Just showing up. Huh? If we will live in a world that people just do things for, say, happiness, I drink alcohol. Somebody will say, I drink alcohol because it takes away my stress. That makes me happy. I smoke bang. Why? Because it makes me high. That makes me happy. It is not always about happiness. And I want to believe that happiness comes with success. If you actually won that show, you'll be much more happier. I want to ask you, do you think that you are happy because you step on stage and because you just step on stage? Or do you think somebody like the champion Joe Ripper is much more happier because he actually stepped on stage and won? Who do you think is much more happier between you and the champion Joe Ripper? And if you actually follow, if you happen to follow a guy like Joe Ripper on Instagram, he actually used to share day-to-day progress of his prep up to the peak week. And at some point he was actually even posing, doing the men's physique posing. I want to believe that if you actually followed such an athlete, and there are even others, the likes of Waisonga, Alpha West, they actually have videos of them posing. They actually shared their progressive photos of their prep, and I want to believe that if you actually watch these videos of them posing, you'll not pose like the way you pose on stage. You'll have known how to pose like a men's physique athlete, the way I want to tell you this one. Now, this is the reality, Forget about dieting. Whatever drew people's attention to you is the way you are posing, actually. It's not even not being lean. Because if it was about being lean, people would concentrate on somebody who is leaner than you. People will concentrate on somebody who is more shredded, But whatever drew people's attention to you, it was the way you're posing. Such a pose is not in bodybuilding. It's not in men's physique. It's not in classic physique. It is not in open bodybuilding. And I want to tell you that actually, do you know that somebody could win a show? Somebody could beat you just from outposing you. By the way he or she showcase her physique, You should have actually done research. You should have watched videos of men's physique poses. You tell me, if you are actually an athlete, you are actually somebody who is interested in men's physique competition. You want to tell me that you have never watched Olympia men's physique competition? You want to tell me that you even don't know the current men's physique Olympia champion? That's very absurd. If I were you, Khalifa, I'll actually not be complaining. I'll actually concentrating and doing research so that the next time I decide to step on stage, I actually prove to the people who laughed at you, to the people who mocked you, that actually you could bring out the best physique in terms of actually dieting and prepping for the show. That's the best thing to do. That will make you even much more happier. Can you imagine the next time actually placing higher or even winning the show? Wouldn't that make you happier compared to the show that you actually did? Don't you think that will make you even much more happier? Now, Khalif, as I conclude, I would like to advise you so that the next time you decide to step on stage, it is not so hard for you to prep and diet. When in your off season, you do not let your body fat to go so high, because the higher your body fat goes, the longer and the harder it will take you to actually diet down and bring out the physique that is good and can be showcased on a stage. That's my advice. And if you can't stand up to the challenge of dieting as a bodybuilder, a competitive bodybuilder, then competitive bodybuilding is not your thing. You find some other thing to make you happy. That's my advice. And guys, it is not a must you step on stage. You wait until you are ready.